Hello. Let's see who's going to join me today for this live event. Hello. I am going to be showing you guys a sweetening Serenity Hoodoo jar today. So, happy Tuesday? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to y'all. Hello. How are y'all? Um, I'm hoping that my camera looks good here. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good. All right. So we're going to be doing a sweetening jar today. And I'm so excited to be doing this jar and being able to share it with you. If you guys are not familiar with hoodoo or magic or witchcraft, you guys can always consult with me to see if this jar is something that you would want to purchase from me. The link to my website is below. And so you can go and check that out. It is, of course, I always have my introductory prices. Now, with this particular jar, you guys want to consider that results are going to vary. It's really good to get this jar, within several days of having some kind of spiritual cleanse or uncrossing. This jar will counteract the negative effects of sour jars, actually. But it just depends on what's going on because there's different levels and varying degrees of hexes and curses and different things. But this particular jar is meant to sweeten your life, okay? So if you guys are watching live or through the playback, make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button and y'all thumbs up. I appreciate that. It definitely helps with the algorithm and yeah, it helps my channel get exposure, actually. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to get started. Okay. Like I said, you can do this yourself, but you can always come to me to get it. It's something that I'm going to be offering if you're already a client as a writer, which means that you do get a discount if you are a client or a student. I am also taking apprentices, okay? So you guys can contact me if you're interested in that, okay? All right, we're going to get started. I think I'm going to angle my camera, okay? And so yep, there we go. I think that's a good angle. All right. So you're going to need a few different things. First of all, a jar and some water, some lemon or either orange slices or either lime slices. Okay, they don't necessarily have to be dehydrated. I'm using dehydrated lemon. Okay, some molasses, some sugar. Okay, about a half a cup, 3/4 of a cup. I would suggest some Van oil. Okay. Um, and herbs, what I'm using is juniper berries, witch's grass, wild lettuce leaf, and calamus root. Okay. You're gonna need possibly candles or either tea lights. You can use tea lights. And you want some binding twine. Okay. And for me, I want to adorn my jar with these cute little charms. So I'm going to be using a pentagram, which, that pentagram is kind of different The only ones I had left were like upside down pentagrams, so I didn't want to do that. So I decided to use that one. And then you have like I have like you can use whatever charms that you want. I got like, sorry, my nails aren't painted, y'all. I haven't had time. All right. And then it's a little fairy sitting on a crescent moon. And oh, we have 2 pentagrams. I don't know how I did that. So we'll be using 2. Okay. Because that's what I picked out. And then, of course, your petition. Okay. The petitions are going to be different for different people, depending on your needs, depending on what's happening. I would do this jar, if you've had like major changes in your life, maybe you purchased a home, maybe you just moved into a home, maybe you just had a baby, maybe you're pregnant, or at any phase in your life, depending on what is going on, especially if you have a lot of evil eye being pointed at you. And the spirits was telling me that this is perfect for people that are dealing with the evil eye, jealous people, hateful people. This is really good for that, okay? But you want to be careful with folks like that, okay? Because there's other stuff that you may need to do, okay? But so I'm gonna get started. So the first thing that I'm gonna be using is the molasses. I love this stuff. I'll move this out of the way. Everything's been consecrated. The water has been consecrated that we're going to be using. And so molasses. Molasses actually come from maple trees, okay? Maple trees are believed to repel demons and evil spirits. And for protection, it was customary in many houses to have a piece of a maple tree in the main door. Maple trees symbolize balance, offering, practical magic, promise, longevity, generosity, and intelligence. Okay. And if you are connected with the Celtics, it was an important tree in Celtic mythology. It was a tree consecrated to Dana, the Celtic goddess of fertility. Okay. It is known as the tree of the tolerance in China. Maple is associated with honor, and its leaves are a motif in Japanese ukiyo-e paintings, okay? Why am I looking at maple stuff? I guess we're going to pretend. We're going to pretend this molasses is maple. You can use maple syrup in this too. It's, molasses can be substituted. Molasses is really, really good to be used in any kind of love working, love binding, love blessing, and it can be used for money as well. So I don't know why I printed out stuff related to the maple tree. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So what I'm going to do to start out, oops, let me grab that. Okay, I'm going to put like a line of it at the bottom. I offer this molasses as a blessing of self-love. In doing so, I create a safe space around me, so below and above. Let love enter my heart and home. May I always be protected no matter where I roam. I honor the gentle molasses tree spirit's gift and use her magic to create a powerful shift. I love and accept myself unconditionally and freely allow myself to walk away from negative situations and people. Additionally, As this molasses is sweet to who am I and those around me, hold on a minute. I print out the correct thing. Oh, here it is. Okay. As this molasses is sweet to me, so am I and those around me. I radiate love and respect. Therefore, I receive the same kindness is key. So mote it be. Okay. All right, so I cut 2 pieces of twine here. One of them is shorter than the other one. And so one of them will be used to bind the petition, and the other one will be used for putting my charms on the jar. So I'm not going to really get into the petition that I wrote. I'm not really going to get into that, okay? But because the petition may be different for different people, okay? So what I'm going to do is fold the petition, though, towards me. I'm going to fold it towards me 3 times, going or 4 times. And so I'm going to bind the petition. And as I'm doing this, I just want to work the energy towards me. You can write whatever you want on the petition. If you need to, you can write specific names. You can write, specific companies. Whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, okay, or that you want to manifest. All right, so I typically prefer and as I put these 9 knots, the intent is binded. By knot of 1, the spell binding is begun. By knot of 2, it cometh true. By knot of 3, so mote it be. By knot of 4, this power I store. By knot of 5, the spell binding is alive. By knot of 6, the spell binding I fix. By knot of 7, events I will leaven. By knot of 8, it is fate. And by knot of 9, what's done is mine. All right, so I usually like to do, if I'm doing a petition binding, I like to do it going 4 ways, okay? And I'm just going to drop this down in the jar. And I want to make sure that my 9 knots are touching the molasses. Okay, just like that. Okay. All right, now I'm going to start adding my lemons. So the number 6 is sacred to Lakshmi. All praise goes to Lakshmi today because today is actually her day for offerings. And just to let anybody in my group know, I am going to be making some offerings to Lakshmi and Lord Ganesha today. Okay. Um, okay. Let me see. Where is my... What do I do with my copal resin? Here it is. All right, and we are going to consecrate these lemon slices to keep any and all negativity away, to automatically convert it into positive. And for protection. All right, and I'm gonna put one of, the lemons. The idea is to make it look pretty. So we do want the lemons to kind of show so that it'll look like, just a, like maybe a preservation jar. Y'all quiet today. All right, I'm gonna try to get this last lemon in here. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take this one out, put this one here. We're gonna get it together. These don't want to go in here. Okay. All right. That looks like that's as good as it's gonna get. All right, so now I'm gonna put my sugar in it. Pour some sugar on me. Okay. Juniper berries are really, really good for bringing, just very, very positive energy to your life. So we're going to put them in there for that. And I've already consecrated actually all of the herbs. Everything has been consecrated. I love juniper berries. They are excellent for healing if you're not feeling well. You can actually burn them on a charcoal disc, and they are really, really good. And so we're going to add them to bring peace and serenity and, just an easy, serene, tranquil, energy to ourselves. And so on the petition, I meant to get into this with you guys. I wrote my name 10 times. This is actually for me, okay? I wrote my name 10 times and, wrote my petition over it. I have a tendency to spend a lot of time on my petitions. So let's put some witch's grass in it. Witch's grass is really good for removing obstacles, okay, for good luck and happiness, okay. So we're gonna add like a pinch of witch's grass. Calamus is really, I feel like calamus will add power and strength to any spell working. So I'm going to add a pinch of calamus to it, a couple of pinches of calamus. Okay. We're going to add it so that we can overcome those sour jars too, you know. So we'll add like 3 pinches of calamus. And was there another one? You know what? Actually, there was one other. You can put whatever herbs you want in it. I'm going to put some passion flower in it. It's really good for emotional balance. I'm going to burn some of that too. I love passion flower. And it promotes peace and harmony. Okay. And the last herb I'm going to add to it is wild lettuce leaf. I love wild lettuce leaf. I absolutely love it. I try to keep it in my apothecary because wild lettuce leaf is going to be the herb that you want to use if you have like big dreams in life. You know, it's one of those herbs that you want to have if you are doing any kind of quantum reality shifting. Okay, it's really good for that. And it's very good for meditation. Sorry, guys. Okay. That's it. I'm going to add my water, and then this is when the magic is happening. And so a lot of times when I work with water, I like to consecrate it again after I've consecrated it previously. And I like to consecrate the water to move the spell very quickly, or to move the intent very quickly. I mean, you can actually still drink whatever water that you don't use. And then we're just going to pour it. Fill it up as high as possible. And this is when you start to see the magic work. You know, water within itself is very, very metaphysical. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit, but it won't let me. It keeps going too far. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. Blessings to you. You'll start to see these wonderful bubbles at the top and throughout the jar. And I really consecrated this for a lot of healing energy, with a lot of healing energy, because I don't like that sick type of I don't, that's just not for me. You see it moving? So there's bubbles and there's action happening in it. You can't really see them, but it's definitely, I think that's the extent of the bubbles that we're going to get. I think it already happened. Didn't really need that much because I've been cleansing. I right now it's August the 10th. We're 2 days from the Lionsgate portal opening. I had cleansed myself slightly before that, like literally right before Lionsgate portal, and I felt a negative spirit jump on me during that time. It was so weird, and so I cleansed myself again. Um, Definitely want to keep your aura protected, your your etheric body protected. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the lid. Okay, and isn't that pretty? All right, so now I'm gonna adorn it with my charms. If this thing will fit. Oh, good, it does. But it's kind of giving me some difficulty. If only this twine was a little bit thinner, it would be very easy. These are kind of small charms. I can imagine those of you that hit the thumbs up, y'all hate negativity too. We don't like negativity. We don't like negativity. Now, there are ways, like if you're dealing with negative things, obviously, if you know necromancy, you kind of know how to, rid yourself of that. But a lot of times people are kind of obsessed with controlling people and what they do, and people are going to do what they want to do. I think this is an excellent addition to your protection jars. Honestly, it's not to say that, people that are throwing negative energy at you, like they're going to just stop. Like, they're not going to always stop. They can try. And, you can light candles over it. You can meditate to it. It's just a lot of positive energy in this jar. And then, of course, the work has been protected. All right. Okay, so my twine is kind of acting up. That's what I'm trying to do over here. Trying to get my twine to act right. Here we go. All right, and one more. If I would have, huh, this one little piece don't want to go through there. I'm going to try to get it through. There we go. All right, we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Watch. I could have split this cord. All right, there we go. All right. I'm putting my 9 knots in it. All right, and where's my scissors? I had a couple of pairs of scissors, and both of them seem to be somewhere else. All right. What the heck I do with my scissors? That you they're in this basket. Whoops. Yep, here they are. All right, so I got my pretty little charms on there. So these tea lights have already been consecrated I mean, you can work the jar whenever you need to. I'm gonna put a couple of drops of the Van oil on here. Okay, I guess my matches are all off somewhere, so I'll just use a lighter. A lot of times people like to, hey, Ziana. Yeah, this is really for healing because I can tell you that at a time like this jar is excellent, especially in particular for meditative purposes. You can put this on your crystal grid as well, with a lot of negativity and a lot of strife and a lot of visceral and to counteract those energies. Okay, and the petition is very specific. I didn't really get into the petition. I think if you're going to be doing, when it comes to petitions, if you plan to do this jar yourself, it's good to just know that with your petition, you don't want to be negative. And if you get a jar like this, you want to be in a place where you are avoiding as much negativity as possible because that negativity will make you sick. It will kill you. It will kill the plants and the animals around you. It will mess with you. Okay, so negativity is never good. It's never good to be negative. Never. Okay, now sometimes you do have to deal with negative situations, but if you are falling into negativity, you're not transmuting that energy. Especially if you feel negative, if you feel just that nausea and sickness and you just feel like I feel like I've got cancer or something. That's just so um you can light it at certain times of the day. I'm actually going to I'm going to place this on Lakshmi's altar with her offerings today. Is what I'm going to do and ask her to bless it, her and Lord Ganesha. But then again, I think it's important, you know, especially especially if you do work for clients, I think it's important to work with more than one goddess or god. So, yeah, especially when you do work for people. So, I usually, and they're not like the gods are usually not the type that are just like, I mean, some of them like Hecate, she comes to you when you need her really bad. Like she's not my matron goddess, but she comes to me when I need her. But usually they're not super duper attached to you to where they're just gonna be like, oh, I command you to do this and that. They don't do that. So I found that to be and that's at least my relationship with them. But yeah, so feels positive is what it feels. Just like a lot of positive energy is in this jar. So like I said, I do have this jar available. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Again, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Um, I do not suggest doing this jar if you need a cleanse. If you need a cleanse, you just need a cleanse. Okay. It's not necessarily protection, but it's more so what I would say is that it's more so for transmutation, transmuting negative energies. And, I guess you could say that it will protect you. Um, but I think it's a lot different. It's a lot different than protection, especially some of you guys that have goals and dreams, and you just don't want to be overloaded with just all of this negativity. Okay. I know that we come from a time where they say the haters motivate you. Yeah, but if it that haters are they make me sad. I don't like hate. Hate makes me sad. It does. So I try to avoid it as much as possible. All right, guys. So I will see y'all later. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Ziana. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. Blessings.